What's up, you guys? Welcome back to LA Show. Today we're going to talk about some hot topics that have been going on in the community. And you know, when I say hot topics, these are about celebrities and trending things that are going on. And then, of course, be prepared for an upcoming current events video as well. I'm not on camera, and I'm not going to be on camera for a little while, so I'll see you guys when I can. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, I want you guys to check out my podcast that's streaming on Spotify, Anchor FM, which is a free app that you can download, and you can start your own podcasting experience too. Also, I want you guys to come follow me on some of my social media platforms, or all of them: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Also, you can cash at me $LA-Show1 for the growth and betterment of this media venture. I really would appreciate it. You know, I love you guys, and I'm doing this as a really, really good way to get information out to all of you, which is needed in our community. I was having a conversation with a friend, and they said, you know, the best way to unify is to educate. So, come on. Go ahead and click that button and subscribe to this channel. I really would appreciate it. We're going to get into some news.
I mean, it's a murder case. No one wants to go down for it. No one.
Devonnie Benton's younger cousin, Sergio Kitchens, says Benton is on trial for murder simply because his friends turned on him.
Just go to see, like, you ain't got no real friends out here. You know what I'm saying? I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not happy that it happened, but you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of good to see be on the outside looking in.
Kitchens is now a member of the neighborhood rap group SPC, known as Shady Park Click, like his cousin once was.
That's why it's come back to that street word, snitch. No one's want to be labeled as a snitch. I don't want to tell on him because somebody might try to come kill me or someone in my family.
Kitchens says Benton first lied to police because he didn't want to rat out an...
So I enjoy the rapper Gunna's music. I'm a millennial, and right now he's over in Australia doing a tour, living his life, and all of a sudden a rapper by the name of Tech from Louisiana puts out this clip and calls Gunna a snitch. And you know, it's kind of serious because he's on camera saying whatever he's saying. But I wanted to read you guys the article that I found about this murder of this young girl. And you know, is Gunna honorable for this? You know, and especially this is his family member that they're talking about in this article. I think his cousin. So this article is from AJC.com, and this is from February 22nd of 2010. Spelman trial. Benton gets life plus 25 years in the murder of Jasmine Lynn. A Fulton County jury found Devonnie Manuel Devo Benton guilty of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault Saturday in the September shooting that killed Spelman College sophomore Jasmine Lynn. Benton, 21, was sentenced to a life sentence plus 25 years for the random killing, along with a weapons charge. In Georgia, a person must serve at least 25 years for a first life conviction before being eligible for parole. The jury deliberated 5 hours Saturday, stopping for an hour lunch before returning the verdict at 3:35 p.m. This followed about 9 hours of deliberation Friday. Witnesses said Benton fired a gun into a crowd on Clark Atlanta University's campus in the early hours of September 3rd. Lynn, witnesses said, was shot in the head in the chest, as she attempted to break up a fight outside one of the university's dorms. The 19-year-old from Kansas City, Missouri, was the first in her family to attend college. She died with a 3.8 grade point average. The 3-day trial came to a close Friday when jurors heard final arguments calling for them to either convict Benton or give him justice, as defense attorney Jackie Patterson urged, declaring his client innocent. "There's no way Benton committed this crime," Patterson told the jury as he gestured to scales of justice on the defense table during closing arguments Friday. But on Saturday, Patterson said he felt devastated after hearing the verdict. "In 18 years, this was the hardest case I have ever had," the veteran attorney and former Clark Atlanta police chief said. "Obviously, he is innocent, but the jury felt otherwise. When I heard the jury say not guilty on the first count of malice murder, I just knew they would read not guilty all the way down." Benton has 30 days to appeal the decision, Patterson told the AJC. "I believe he will," the defense attorney said. As the verdicts were read, gasps and sighs could be heard throughout the courtroom. Lynn's mother, Constance Franklin, dabbed tears from her face, and members of Benton's family sobbed uncontrollably in the back of the courtroom. Sheila Kitchens, Benton's aunt, was led from the courtroom as Fulton Superior Court Judge T. Jackson Bedford Jr. addressed the defendant. "This is absolutely irreprehensible to fire a firearm in the direction of a crowd," Bedford said. "This is totally a senseless loss of life." Bedford said the impact goes far beyond just Benton and Lynn, but to the families of both individuals as well. "This will not bring her back," he said to the courtroom. "This is a wound that will never be healed." As Benton was led away in handcuffs, Franklin hugged District Attorney Paul Howard and Assistant District Attorney Eleanor Ross. "Thank you, thank you, thank you," she said as she cried and held Ross, lead prosecutor of the case. The 6 men and 6 women comprising the jury heard 2 days of testimony from a host of witnesses who were found at times to have been untruthful, either during the investigation or on the witness stand. The jury considered the circumstances of the fight that started on Clark Atlanta University's campus and the 6 shots that police said witnesses were heard fired by a man wearing a mohawk, a red jacket, and khaki shorts who dropped a tan and red book bag as he fled. Testimony from witnesses of the shooting and the preceding fight were varied, in some cases putting the shooter in a white shirt, dreadlocks, a hoodie, or skinny jeans. But Ross cautioned the jury that different people could see different things and encouraged them to focus on the common threads of the book bag, the mohawk, and the jacket. "Don't think that because every single witness didn't come in here and tell you the exact same thing that is reasonable doubt," she said. Patterson reminded the jury, however, that several of the state's witnesses who are Benton's friends lied. "None of those individuals told the truth when they were interviewed by police," he said, "and none of them told you the truth when they were here in court." Howard, during a press conference held immediately after the verdict, said his office is considering whether or not to bring charges against anyone else. "There were some obvious acts of perjury during the trial," he said, "but sometimes it is just better to move on. We will talk to the family." Highlighted what Judge Bedford said in the courtroom. "We know there is nothing we can ever do to bring her back," Howard said, "but we hope this decision brings some confidence that not only does the justice system work, but that it worked in a respectful and timely way. We feel as though justice was done. Now," said Franklin, "she and the family can move on. I am grateful and satisfied. I feel like 1,000 pounds has been lifted," she said. "Now I can move on and help other parents in my situation." She said she is hopeful that other young people will be influenced by the outcome of this trial, resulting in an end to senseless killings. Jurors declined interviews following the verdict. Wow. This was a very, very interesting case now that you look into it, because a young girl lost her life for nothing. And maybe, just maybe, you know, Gunna's cousin might be innocent. But the way they were talking is like they know that these people were lying. Well, how did you know they were lying, and what could you cross reference? Because there goes some reasonable doubt right there, you know. But I haven't really dug into the case, but I wanted you guys to read the article as well. And rest in peace to the beautiful Jasmine Lynn. She didn't deserve to die, you know. So you guys tell me what you think down below about this situation. I don't know if you guys are really into this era of hip hop, but I always keep my eyes on it because it does tell a lot of things about the culture and, you know, what is our culture. You know, it just tells a lot about what's going on, and they push this stuff on us. So here we go.
No. What the fuck, man? Fuck! Fuck! Yo, what are you doing, Bob? Bob! 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 What the fuck? Bob! Bob, get the fuck up! Get up! This nigga is trying to grab me! This nigga is grabbing me at the stream! Yo, the nigga just had the stream at him, look! I'm fucking through this. This nigga.
See, this is where we have to start carrying weapons. Ladies, protect yourself at all times. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes up. Get off your phone if you have to. But definitely carry something in your pocketbook, whether it's a knife, it's pepper spray. I mean, a freaking sock with a bunch of rocks in it. I don't care at this point. Carry something. And like I said, stay vigilant. Keep your eyes up. Be aware. Be alert of who's around you. And this is why I just do not want to be around a lot of people, because a lot of people have a lack of common sense, and also mental illness is real. Us as a people haven't gotten over a lot of traumas in our own lives, and we tend to put that out there towards hurting other people. And you know, they always say a bully is you know, a bully has been bullied or something, you know. But yeah, that's true. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this situation and comment down below your thoughts about this young lady, and then take a look at what the street justice had for this guy, because I wonder why he didn't think that he was going to be seen. He was on the subway, out in public. There were people on the subway, and you just pick this girl up and walk off like you, where were you going? She's not your property. Okay? And see, that's another thing that we have to get out of these men's heads, that women are not your property. But yeah, look at what they did to him after the fact. And like I said, comment down below your thoughts on this situation, and you know what we can do as a solution so things like this can stop happening in our community.
What the fuck is you doing, rapist? Nigga? What you doing, nigga? Fucking rapist. Fucking rapist, right?
Huh? Like fucking touching little girls, right? You like touching little girls? That's boy right
fucking
here.
Fucking rapist?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fucking rapist? You out of here, nigga.
Fuck out of here,
fuck
nigga.
Fucking block. Bitch ass nigga. Fucking rapist.
I ain't no rapist.
Yes, you is, nigga.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you is.
I tried to
help
help
you,
bro.
not. Stop lying, nigga.
I ain't trying to rape
Fucking rapist. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Get off my block, nigga. You know what time it is.
Okay, so let me go.
Fuck out of here.
That's not me.
Call the cops, mommy. Call the cops.
So I found this interesting. This is another rapper from Atlanta, Lil Keed. He's doing his thing as well, climbing up on top in the Atlanta rap scene. You know, he has a baby mother named Gunna, and that's her right there with the blue hair and their beautiful baby girl. And they are, trying to live out that fantasy of love in the rock star lifestyle, and it's really hard. But I thought this was so interesting, you guys, because apparently Quanah caught him messing around with Skai Jackson from the Disney Channel. And Skai is 17 years old. I'm going to look up how old Lil Keed is real quick. But, what? Okay, so I got the age on him. He's 21 years old. These type of relationships where young girls end up with these older guys that think they can run game on you, and they will, and get you in a situation that you're not prepared for, that's not good. The only thing I can say about this is that I've been there, done that, messed around with older guys, and it's just not fulfilling because, what an older guy wants from you is generally to manipulate and control a situation after so many attempts at, relationships or situationships. And that's really, really unfortunate. And then, you don't know what these men have in the back. Stuff like this can really damage your career. Like, you are a major actress, sweetheart. And, of course, Quanah, Lil Keed's baby mother, has found out about the situation and confronted her in her DMs. I wonder how people get these DMs, in these messages, or did Quanah put this out? That's very interesting as well, to see how people's private conversations get leaked. But dang. Like I said, I did this story to talk to my young ladies and just let you know that it's not okay all the time to try to date and play around with older men. I mean, sometimes it is good if you find the right one, but most of the time they're manipulating and they're trying to weasel their way out of certain situations that they are in. So you could just end up being somebody who is you know, a cherry on top. Because you're going to do what he says. You're going to fall in love really easily. You're going to be, hot in your ass. You know how it gets. So I just hope that this situation doesn't go any further than what it is in the DMs. And like I said, watch out for these men who got women. Like, women will do some crazy stuff for their boyfriend. Well, people will do anything for their baby daddies, men who really don't fully want to commit to you. That's another thing to think about. But I just want you guys to know that these topics are a little different. But I do like mainstream artists in hip hop. I like to study the culture, see what's going on around there. And a lot of the things that they do influence a lot of the things we see out here in the world. But also I like to look at the trending topics, because did you see that man snatch that girl up off that subway? Come on now. We got to be aware, and we got to learn and see these things. So let me know what you guys think about these topics. Do you want more topics like this? And comment down below your thoughts. Also subscribe and turn on your notifications for more.